All your base are belong to us.
Thanks for joining us, guys, and we've certainly got an interesting game for you today.
Maybe you've heard of it, maybe you haven't, but people are definitely talking about this new title, Trek to Yomi.
Now, it's released on May 5th. Trek of Yomi tells a sweet and dark tale of revenge, retribution, and makes you question what duty and love means to you in splendid classic cinematic fashion. Now, first thing, really gorgeous looking game.
Yeah.
Of course, you can tell from the cinematography that it was inspired and paid homage to samurai films were made by Akira Kurosawa. Now, if you've
Yes.
seen his classics like Sanjuro and Seven Samurai, you will understand why it looks so iconic.
It is very true. Trek to Yomi also reminds me of these dark tales and movies like Little Nightmares and Limbo, which I've played and I've loved. And you can say it's a little similar since these games have this dark and foreboding feel.
That's right. So, well, they all deal with supernatural concepts, as you know, and Trek to Yomi really is a noir-like trip to the underworld. So, if you didn't know, he's actually going to the underworld. So you can tell that the developers have put heavy graphic detail into this game. Although it's grayscale, it's visually stunning and striking.
With all that said, the gameplay unfortunately leaves much to be desired. As first of all, you must press a button to turn, so you don't turn around to face enemies with your directional pad or analog. So automatically that puts a cramp in the fluidity of battle, especially if you're surrounded by multiple enemies. Come on guys, that's not a user-friendly mechanic for this type of game.
Damn! And also the swordplay and moves lack that type of impact that you would expect. So at times it feels floaty, and the strikes that should feel satisfying, well, it feels a little off the mark. Lastly, the camera angles can get a bit dicey. Not to ruin the experience, but it can be annoying from time to time in the throes of battle and navigating.
Honestly, the swordplay is the biggest letdown for me. Even though you get more techniques along the way and you can get an auto block skill, it still doesn't take away from the feel of the battle, the weight of the strikes. Hopefully they can address that in later updates.
Yeah, definitely. So, I mean, Trek to Yomi is a gorgeous looking
So
game.
gorgeous.
It looks so good. And
So good.
since I've played like games like, say, Limbo, indeed, I played Limbo, and it's a great looking game. I've also played Ghost of Tsushima, so that samurai, you know, element of that
slashing and the-
feel.
yeah.
You
That
can
was
definitely tell between the two games that they're definitely different on different realms, on different, you know, spectrums. But in terms of gameplay, Ghost of Tsushima is better. But in terms of that Akira Kurosawa look, even though that Ghost of Tsushima has that that mode where you can go into the Kurosawa mode, black and white, Trek to Yomi is actually, it looks like it's actually made for that game.
Sort of a love story to it or something, but I think they spent so much time on the cinematography, on making it like a movie, that they really should have put a little more into gameplay and mechanics.
Put some into gameplay.
Like all that color is not in there, so you have time to do other stuff.
Exactly, guys. So, I mean, it has a lot of pluses, but the negative, unfortunately, which we hope that they will address, is the gameplay and how it feels when you strike your enemy and the move sets, and for it to feel less floaty. So let's hope that they work on that, because besides that, oh my God, beautiful looking game. So, anything left to say on that front?
Would I play it? I'll wait for a sale. I'll wait for a sale.
Honestly, I would wait for a sale. I mean,
If they update it,
it's only $19.99 right now. It's
Not too
20
bad.
bucks US. But if they do have it on the sale, or it goes on to PlayStation Plus or PlayStation Store, sorry,
Epic Games freeness.
soon, then
yes.
definitely grab that.
Definitely,
Grab.
definitely.
I wouldn't in a heartbeat. The story is actually really good too. So it's not just the game. The story is superb and it looks great. Just the gameplay, guys.
Yeah.
Let's work on that.
Big up to the developers. By game 2, I look
That's
forward to game 2.
Well, that's it for the segment, guys. That's it for us, guys. So,
Yeah, stay tuned. We got so much more coming up.
Gamervibeworld, guys.